Now then, people, it's Joe, it's All Leeds TV, and it is time for your Leeds versus Crawley live lineups. It's the FA Cup third round time. Let's hope we can go far in the FA Cup. As you can see, I am on my own today. Oscar has had a little bit of bad news, so won't be with us today. So it'll just be myself, guiding you through as best I can. I'm trying to sort out my cap. It's really weird. But yeah, let's go through some of the lineups and have a look at that Leeds United side. Sorry for the delay there, as I was just trying to get the lineup for you, but we'll flash that up on the screen now and we'll check what the lineup is today. So, of course, Gianni Alioski actually makes his 150th appearance for the Mighty Whites today, as Marcelo Bielsa names a strong side for today's clash. I believe there's been 7 changes in total. Let me know your guys' comments on the lineup. Of course, in goal, as we all expected, it is Kiko Casilla. You do have Leif Davis in there, Pascal Struijk, Liam Cooper. Liam Cooper back, captain, back in the side, and Gianni Alioski. It'd be interesting to see who's playing on the right side of defence there. Or it could well be that with Crawley, I'm not going to profess to know a lot about Crawley Town. It may well be that they play 2 up top. And if that is the case, we may see a back 3. Possibly, because I know Leif Davis has played on the left-hand side of a back 3 in previous games. I believe he did so against Hull, and it may have been in another round of the Capital One Cup as well. I may be wrong though, guys. Let me know in the chat, but it looks to me on first glance that Kiko Casilla is going to play in goal. You're going to have a back 3 of Leif Davis, Pascal Struijk and Liam Cooper, maybe Jamie Shackleton just on the right-hand side of that, Gianni Alioski on the left, Calvin Phillips just in front. And then you have Pablo Hernandez in midfield with a front 3 of Poveda, Costa and Rodrigo. It looks like Rodrigo may be playing up front today. Costa probably on the left, Poveda on the right, and Hernandez just in the 10 there. I may be wrong though, let me know what you guys think, but it looks like it's a 3-3-1-3 for me. It's nice to see Calvin Phillips in there as well. Obviously, he misses the Brighton game, so that means he's going to make the lineup. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. I will get to them very quickly. Do you see what I see, a 3-3-1-3? Or do you believe that it's maybe Davis playing off the right or Alioski playing off the right of a back 4 with a midfield of Shackleton Hernandez? I'm not quite sure because I don't know a lot about Crawley. We'll have a look at their lineup in a second. The substitutions are Caprio, Huggins, Jenkins, Casey, Jack Harrison, Rafinha and Greenwood makes the step up to the bench, which I know we'd have all liked to have seen both Geldart and Greenwood, maybe even involved in the starting lineup. But it looks like to me that, well, not looks like, it is fact that Greenwood just makes the bench. So no Joe Geldart. I'm going to get to your comments as well. Sam King says, I were confused at first, but I think you're right, Joe. It does look like that to me. It does look that it could well be a 3-3-1-3 with a back 3 of Leif Davis, Pascal Struijk and Liam Cooper. Then obviously right wing back Shackleton, Alioski left wing back, and just in front of the defence Calvin Phillips. Then in midfield just ahead Pablo Hernandez, and on the wings Poveda, Costa and Rodrigo leading the line. So it looks like doesn't look like it's a very, very, very strong lineup. We've had a super chat come in, say just got back from walking the dog, so absolutely exhausted, looking forward to the match, and hopefully everything will be okay with Oscar. Yeah, thoughts and prayers with Oscar. He's had a bit of bad news this morning, so it will just be myself that will guide you through. I'll do as best a job I can whilst on my own. There's over 300 people watching. Big shout out. It's FA Cup third round day. We want to go far in this competition. Please smash a like on the video if you haven't already. Hugh O'Donnell, it's a shame Oscar isn't here because Leif Davis does make the lineup. It will be interesting to see where he lines up though. Will he be in his favoured position of left back or left wing back? But it looks to me he could be on the wide left of a back 3. I might be wrong though, guys. I might be wrong. There's a lot more people that know more than me. Gamer Guy Ethan says, why no Joel Geldart? Yeah, I'm surprised to not see him on the subs bench, but it's nice to see Sam Greenwood in there. It'll be interesting to see. if he does make the pitch. I know we would all want to see that. Let's have a look. I'm just going to switch on over now, guys. I'm just going to get a look at that Crawley lineup. Again, no disrespect to Crawley. I don't know a lot about Crawley's side, but you know, I'll guide you through as best I can. I've seen a lot of comments say that Mark Wright is on the bench, or no Mark Wright, no Towie Fun. It's a really hard graphic to make out as well, if I'm being totally honest, guys, but I'll give this a try. Just bear with us 1 second while I pull up their lineup. Just loading that up there on the screen, so just bear with me 1 moment. As you know, guys, we will be here roughly for around about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back in and get your game kicked off at about quarter past 1. Quarter past 1 ahead of kickoff for 1:30. But let's have a look and see what some of the guys are saying on social media as well. I've got someone, Footy Frenzy Officials, thinks it'll be right back for Leith Davis. That would be interesting. We'll have to wait and see. Lucas said, is Tash coming on? She isn't. It's her stepdaughter's birthday today, so she won't be with us today, but she will be with us for our player ratings, which we will be doing at 8 o'clock as part of Lockdown Live. We're going live every night in lockdown. Tonight's will be our player ratings at 8 o'clock. I hope you all enjoyed the quiz yesterday as well. We will be doing that next week. So if you want to get involved in that, make sure you keep it locked at All Leeds TV. But I'm just going to quickly now smash up the Crawley lineup. They're actually called the Red Devils as well, which I found out earlier on. I know that is really hard to see. I'm trying to squint to make it out myself. I can't make it out on that graphic. Why have they used such poor white writing against that red backdrop? It's really poor. I cannot make it out. All I can see is that Mark Wright and Josh Wright are both on the bench. I can make out the bench better than I can the lineup. I think we've got Morris in goal. Yeah, Tony Cliff. This is really poor. They need to really work on that. They need to get a digital Wilson in the side. But I can't really see that. Gavin James says he's a little bit gutted that Geldat is not in the team. I know I am as well. So let's just have a look and see if we can get a better. Let's have a look. 7 changes in for Leeds. It looks like, yeah. I'm just having a look at seeing what the likes of Graham Smith and Phil, etc., are saying with regards to the lineup. But yeah, Rodrigo up top is a nice talking point. It'd be good to see Sam Greenwood at some stage, says Graham Smith, which you'd have to agree with. It would be nice to see him get some minutes, especially in big men's football, because that's what it is ultimately. Yeah, so Baron Cross as well said, even I'm rolling my eyes at 3 left-footed centre-backs, which indeed is the case, doesn't it? We've got in there Pascal Stroud, Liam Cooper, and I believe Leith Davis. For me, looking at it, guys, it is a 3-3-1-3. It looks like it's a 3-3-1-3. If anyone can flash up the Crawley lineup in the comments so I can put it on the screen, that'd be greatly appreciated, because that graphic is absolutely terrible, so I can't see it. Paulo Prey says, great show, Joe. Paul from Pelham, now Vietnam Whites from Ho Chi Minh. He's from my hometown, so big shout out. Ricky Martin says, let's go smash this game. Rodrigo will be awesome up front. Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, Sam King agrees that it is 3-3-1-3. What do we make then to the fact that it looks like, to me, again, I may be wrong, but it looks like to me that we do have a back three of Leith Davis, Pascal Stroud and Liam Cooper, Jani Alioski on the left wing-back role, Jamie Shackleton in the right wing-back role, Phillips obviously just ahead of the defence. He makes the lineup due to the fact that he will be missing for the Brighton game due to his suspension. We've then got Pablo Hernandez in the midfield, and on the right-hand side, you would imagine Poveda, Costa on the left, and Rodrigo through the middle. It's highly likely we probably will see Poveda and Costa switch a lot in this game as well, I would imagine. It's going to be interesting to see. Key talking points for me is the fact that, Rodrigo is getting a starting berth up top, League 2 Crawley. If he wants to make that position his own or certainly be considered for it, we need to see a great performance from him. Leith Davis as well, with a lot to be said. I know a lot of fans of Leeds United would like to see Leith Davis starting at left back. So if he can put in a good performance, then maybe he gets a good shout as well. Of course, Liam Cooper back in the side, captain. It leads me to believe that this man, Diego Llorente, as well, could be back soon as well. So we may see him for the Brighton game. You might see Diego Llorente playing in the DM role in place of Calvin. I know Bielsa's mentioned that he sees him in that role before, or will Pascal move into that role and Cooper and Llorente play in the centre-back too? It'll be interesting to see. It'd be nice to see Luke Ayling back at right-back, if I'm honest, as good as he has been at centre-back. And of course, on the bench as well, big misses. And, well, I wouldn't say big misses, but I'm glad they're not in the side in any capacity. The likes of Stuart Dallas, Luke Ayling, Matthias Click, well-needed rest and quite a young bench, other than the inclusion of Jack Harrison and Rafinha, which are young, really, relatively in football terms. But, of course, it's nice to see some of the young lads in there, Capriel, Huggins, Jenkins, Casey, and, of course, Sam Greenwood. I think we're all chomping at the bit to see Sam Greenwood get some minutes for Leeds United. Definite. Joe Madigan says, Casilla blunder incoming. I hope you're wrong, mate. I hope you're wrong. The one thing I will say about League Two sides, listen, I don't know a lot about Crawley, so if there are Crawley fans watching this, I'm not trying to do you any disservice. I may be totally wrong, but I'm just thinking about lower league football. I expect they'll be good from set pieces. I expect they will cause us problems from set pieces. We all know about that, you know, and Casilla he will come for them, and he's not overly convincing. I think there's been a lot of stick unnecessarily so at Melia. I think he's been quite convincing. It looks flappy, but he's got on the end of it, whereas Kiko is flappy. He don't just look flappy. He is flappy. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. What time is the game kicking off? Says WFA WC1. It is 1:30, mate. So this one is just a short video to look at the lineup, to get your comments in. And then what we'll do is we'll go live about 1:15 for your live watch along of the FA Cup game, which is on BBC. So it is on terrestrial TV. Listen, if you want to watch it, I totally get it. But you can watch it with me. Put it on, mute it, and watch me. Well, not watch me, listen to me. I guess the commentary is better than what BBC Guff can put out. We all know what the standard of punditry is like these days. So, yeah. Sam King says, I still can't work out if Crawley are playing two up top. Yeah, I can't even. I can't even see the players on the graphic, mate. You know what I mean? So they really need to work on the social media stuff, because I cannot make out them players. Ready Anniversary says, come on, Crawley. That's a Wycombe Wanderers fan. We'll have to wait and see. Listen, there hasn't been that many giant killings. Obviously, Chorley beat Derby. Derby had a ravaged squad, but it's still nice to see Chorley. Blackpool beat West Brom. West Brom aren't great. I don't think Sam Allardyce will see the end of the season. I don't think he'll get sacked. I think he'll just leave, because he won't want a relegation on his CV and blame the club and blame Brexit and blame COVID and blame everything but himself. But the time for dinosaurs like Sam Allardyce, he's done. He's gone. That's just my opinion. So in terms of giant killings, has there been? Obviously, there's the possibility for this today, Crawley versus Leeds United, Premier League. Leeds United, of course, we've been beaten by some lower league opposition before, when we were in the Championship, when we were in League One, etc. But now we're in the Premier League, it's an even bigger scalp. Obviously, Leeds are a huge club anyway. You've got the chance as well, maybe for Marine to get one over against Tottenham. But listen, I like the fact that we haven't made wholesale changes. 7 changes is a lot, but it's still a strong lineup. You know, the likes of Costa in there, Poveda. It's time for Poveda to do some bits as well, because for me, the jury's still out. When he comes on, he looks promising, but does he have it all? Does he have it all? Do we see him as a long-term, you know, prospect at this football club? Because as we get better, you know, the players that come in, look at Rafinha. I mean, look what he's added. So there is quite a jump for me between the level of players that we will look to bring in. So have you seen the Chelsea lineup? Lampard's feeling the pressure with this one. Rightly so. Rightly so. Berren Cross has just tweeted out that Mark Wright 1-0 is 1,000 to 1. If you're a betting man, oh, there we go. Oh, thank you so much, Dylan Gag, who has sent me the Crawley lineup much clearer. He must be watching it. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so in goal, you've got Morris. Again, I don't know positions. I feel like I've done a real bit of disservice to Crawley. My apologies. You've got Francom, Craig, Tunnicliffe, Powell, Hessenthaler, Matthews, Dallison, Trusguala? I'm not sure. Nadeson and Nichols. And then, of course, the bench of Nelson, McKerney, Doherty, Mark Wright, Davis, Josh Wright, Frost, Gallagher, and Waters. So that's their lineup. There we go. Gavin James has put it up for us. There's their starting 11. Morris, Frank and Craig, Tunnicliffe, Dallison, Tusrauda, Powell, Hessenthaler, Matthews, Nedison and Nichols and their bench. Thank you so much for that, Gavin, mate. Is Nelson, McKerney, Doherty, Wright, Davis, Wright, Frost, Gallagher and Waters. I've just been listening to the Phil Hay podcast, actually, and he was mentioning the lad Waters has been doing some bits during this season. So it makes you think maybe they have maybe rested a few of their key players as well, because they're going well in League Two. So maybe it's a rest for him, or maybe, yeah, I might be wrong. Maybe Waters isn't a starter, and maybe I've misheard that. But let's just have a look at that Chelsea lineup as well against Morecambe. At home, you've got Kepa, Aspilicueta, Emerson, Billy Gilmore, Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, Mount, Rudiger, Werner, Ziyech and Zuma. Wow, he has gone strong. He has gone strong. Sean Thompson said, it is a good lineup, Joe. Hope Sangrin will get some minutes. I hope so too, mate. If it's tight, maybe not so. But if we're comfortable, then maybe so. I do know Bielsa he's already said he has a lot of respect for the competition. So yeah, there's plenty of goals in there. 4 Leeds though, says Brian Davis. Look, guys, it's been 15 minutes. Don't want to bore you too much. Let's save the rest of the chat for when we bring our live watch along back. There's 536 people watching it, which is absolutely huge. So thank you so much for doing that. Please smash a like on your way out. I'm going to end the stream now. I'll set up the new one and I'll see you back here for about 1:15, where we do our live watch along for the FA Cup third round tie between Crawley and the Mighty Whites of Leeds United. So I'll see you all back here then. It's just myself. Oscar's had some bad news, but get back here. Support the channel, support Leeds, support us. We'll get your score predictions in. We'll get your questions answered. And then, like I say, it'll be game time. But thank you so much for tuning in as per. And I'll see you back here at 1:15. Peace out.